follow-up video to what we actually managed to do on Leap Day. When I realized that Leap Day fell on a Saturday and that we had no plans, an actual weekend with no plans, I knew that I wanted to make it big. And so I had laid out all of the plans, everything I wanted to do on what I started calling our bonus day. We got the kids involved, we explained what it was, we went through and had a great plan. It did not go to plan. As you are aware, if you have children, nothing really ever goes exactly the way that it should. And that's okay. Our day was amazing and wonderful. We got in tons of fun stuff, even if it wasn't exactly the way that this mama had set it up. Step one, we told the kids, hey, let's go. We're gonna get up really early. Mommy wants to drive down and watch the sunrise at the beach. The beach is about an hour and 15 minutes from us. The kids thought this was a great idea. The husband was a little less enthusiastic. And so I told the girls, if we're gonna do this, you guys have gotta be good sports, okay? Like, we know you'll be tired. We'll get you in the car. We'll do the best that we can to keep it as chill as possible, but you guys have got to be kind. So we started off our morning a little later than had planned. Of course, the girls were not kind about being woken up. We got them in the car. We got out later than we had intended. And on our drive down to Galveston, about an hour and 15 from our house, about 45 minutes into the drive, we realized we were not gonna make it. So instead, we took a left turn. We were already pretty near the coastline, so instead we just went over to a boat dock that we've been to before. It's adjacent to a park. We went out on the pier and enjoyed the sunrise from there. So we still got to watch that magical moment where the sun wakes up. From there, and after quite a bit more fussing than was needed, we went over and we realized we had some time to kill. So what we did is we went to Walmart, because what else is open at that time? We headed over to Walmart and let Amelia go through all of the toy section, let her go through, see what bikes would be the right size. With an upcoming birthday, it was a good thing to just get some ideas on what she wanted and to get an idea if bigger bikes really would fit her, because we weren't sure. From there, I grabbed a coffee. I spent $1.72 on picking up a coffee that was not the best from McDonald's, but at that time of morning, it was definitely helpful. We loaded back up in the car and we headed down to the outlet mall, and we went there with the intention of opening the Disney store, because we've done this a few times. It's super fun. We really enjoy doing it. The girls have a great time, and somehow Paul has never seen it happen. So I was like, yay, we can bring Dad. We'll get it done. It'll be great. So we make it over to the outlet mall to open the Disney store. If you're not 100% familiar with that, then please check out another video I have posted. I'll go ahead and post the link right up here if you want to check that out further or have any idea what I'm talking about. So we make it to the outlet mall, and we're still there a little early, a little before they open, which is the goal if you want to open the store. But we had packed, breakfast and lunch in the car. And so we just opened up the back of the car and sat there in the back with our gallon of milk and our giant box of Cheerios and had breakfast. It was pretty great. The kids were really excited. We opened it up, having the larger Chrysler Pacifica, which I plan to do a car review pretty soon, because it is a great car to have with kids. So we just have that back seat folded down. There's plenty of space to get in there, enjoy a nice picnic, which is exactly what we did. By the time we were done, we walked over to the store. There were a lot of people there. Turns out on Leap Day, there's a special release Tigger key. I had no idea. So being that there were already so many people there was a slim chance my kiddos were gonna be called to open the store, and it turns out they weren't. This is the first time it hadn't worked out for them, and it was a little bit of a life lesson. We had never actually seen the opening procedure at the outlet mall, but what they do is they give the kiddos like a felt Sorcerer Mickey hat to keep instead of a key. In order to get the Tigger key, we had to spend $15, and then it was included free. So we split up what we were gonna buy anyway into 2 transactions and used our gift card that's actually been left over for 6 or 7 months from our last vacation. If you don't know why we would use gift cards on our vacation, that story is coming pretty soon. I'll definitely be posting a video on how and why we do that. And that's gonna be more on our sister channel on Suitcase Princess. So you would wanna check that out over there because it's more travel related. After we got our fancy keys, we headed down to Moody Gardens. Moody Gardens is on Galveston Island. It's a nonprofit organization that's been around, probably longer than I have, but I can remember taking a field trip there in first grade to learn about the animals, and their compound, their resort area there has only grown and become more amazing. We are annual members and we enjoy taking our kids there. They have a wonderful little low-key water park area in the summer that's just small enough and calm enough that I feel successful taking the kids by myself. So they have 3 pyramids there. One is the Discovery, which is based on learning. One is the Aquarium Pyramid, which is a large aquarium. And one is the Rainforest Pyramid, which I suggest you do first thing because it gets warm in that heat. They also have a wonderful hotel we've stayed in before. It's a great time just to go down. It feels very much like you're on vacation. Being at only an hour and a half or so away from our home, it's a great way to spend a day to get that wonderful vacation feeling and still not have to spend the money to stay somewhere else. So because we're members, we actually didn't have to pay to do anything there while we were there. It includes all of the movies, the attractions, the paddle boat ride. Everything that we did there was included in our membership. Once we finished up at Moody Gardens, we headed over and we knew that we had packed our lunch. So we were just gonna try to find a great spot to eat our lunch. So we went to a nearby park right by there. It's actually space themed, which suits my oldest kiddo just perfectly, and we'd never made it out there. This park was great. It had a small kid play area, a large kid play area, a splash pad that wasn't open yet, restroom facilities. It was kind of gated in, so it definitely kept the kids contained a little bit. But being that it was like the first real gorgeous day of the year with wonderful weather and bright sunshine, it was packed by the time we got there, which was okay. We sat in the back of the car and we ate another picnic meal, and the kids really loved this. I don't know if they would have loved it as much had we not made such a huge deal out of these things, but they loved it and it worked out great for us. We played in the park for a little while and got our wiggles out, and then we loaded up to drive all the way back home. We settled in early with family jammies and a movie night, and it was great. These are the kinds of things that I really think if you take just a little bit of effort, if you put your excitement into these things, then your kids will get excited and your spouse will get excited. Again, I'm the kind of goober who loves this. I really latched onto the idea that it was a bonus day, and it stuck, and it translated through to the rest of my family. We all had a fantastic day doing things we probably would have done on a weekend anyway, but because I packaged them as this theme, it really took hold and everyone had such a fantastic day. And if you're watching this in the spring of 2020, you know that those few days were so crucial. We had a great day. We got out as a family right before being stuck inside in isolation. I am so thankful that it worked out the way it did, that the weather was gorgeous, and that we were able to get so many things jam-packed into one day. Should my kids have been excited about going to Walmart at 6 a.m.? Probably not. Were they? They were. We've got great pictures. We had a great time. We looked at the toys. We don't normally shop at Walmart, so it was exciting for them. And we had a wonderful time. There were a lot of things that we put into this day that now, being 45 days into isolation, I'm so thankful that we did things that way. And it's further proof that you never know what's going to happen. You never know the path that life is going to take. So embrace those little moments while you can. Get your kids excited, get your spouse excited, get yourself excited. It is so important to put that little bit of magic into everyday home life, because those are the things that they're gonna remember. I kept a running tally of how much money we spent. We had gas in the car. The money that we spent at the Disney store was already on a gift card, so technically it had already been spent, just burning a hole in our pockets. So we spent $1.72 on subpar McDonald's coffee. And yes, we've already paid for our membership, and we plan to renew. Memberships come in handy so frequently, especially being homeschoolers. It goes to show you that with a little bit of planning and prep ahead of time, you really can do big fun things on smaller amounts of money. So if you found anything I said today entertaining or informative, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to be updated on more ways that you can bring everyday magic to your home life, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
What'd you touch?